Hello, beautiful souls. Today we're going to work with a couple different decks of cards. We're going to work with the Fairy Oracles and the Angel Guide cards. But before we get into that, Spirit wants to talk about a couple different words. One is purification and the next is moderation. So let's dive into this purification. That is what you are experiencing right now. And for some of you, it's really freaking intense. You've got shadow parts that are coming up that feel extremely intense. But what you're going to discover is it literally is going to heal and alchemize literally within a snap of a finger, whether this is in a matter of minutes, whether this is just a matter of a few hours. These intense shadow parts, these intense learning opportunities are not going to last long, I promise you, because you are in that master alchemist stage. And so as we ascend up and as we transcend, at times, those learning opportunities, those shadow parts, they are going to get a little bit more intense, but you got this. You can do this because you are really stepping into your light. You're really stepping into your divination and your sovereignty. You're stepping into being that limitless creator and master alchemist. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, I'm hearing that I need healing, and I don't know what needs to be healing. That is okay. Sit with yourself and ask yourself, what time frame of my life do I need to reflect on? Is this when I'm 9? Is this when I'm 13? Is it when I was 22? Was it when I was 18? The number 10 keeps popping up. So allow yourself to sit, ask yourself what it is, and explore. And then as those shadow parts come, allow yourself to work through it, to experience, because when we try to shut down those learning experiences, when we try to ignore those shadow parts, it can be, the more that we suppress it, the more difficult it can be to alchemize it and to heal it. And that's part of this purification process, is like, off and on, there's going to be some really deep, heavy shadow work that's going to come up, but you got this. You can do this. You are that master alchemist, and you're realizing that too. This purification, what Spirit is showing me right now, is it's very important, but it started at the beginning of this month, but really up to the full moon on Saturday, because this full moon represents renewal, rebirth. And that's why it's so important to, as these heavy shadow parts come up, you alchemize the shit out of them. You step into your power of healing and you allow yourself to explore that shadow part, but then work with the universe to alchemize it, to transform it. And this could be a matter of you personally alchemizing, transforming it, or if you're holding on to someone else's energy, you're holding on to someone else's choices and actions. This is about acknowledging it, like, hey, this isn't mine. I'm no longer going to carry this. Give it to the universe. Give it to the universe to either give it back to that person or people, or work with the universe to alchemize it, transform it into loving, healing, protective light, and displace it wherever it is needed within this earth, okay, within this planet. And when you allow yourself to do that, you are going to feel so good. You're going to feel so much relief. Sorry, I'm spiritually choking out. What I did for me, I had something really heavy come up that I recognized yesterday, and I sat with it. I sat with it last night, and I sat with it this afternoon. And then what I did was I lit 3 candles. I took a white candle, a pink candle, and a brown candle. And I wrote my younger self a letter, giving that younger Julie permission to let that go, the shadow thing that I was holding onto. So the white candle, and what I did was I cut a lemon in half, and I stuck a white candle in one lemon, a brown candle in the other lemon, and then my pink candle, I just had like a little candle holder. So it went white candle, pink candle, brown candle. The white is about that purification. The pink candle is about love. pulling in and allowing myself to feel unconditional love. And the brown, that represents balance, bringing energetic balance, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual balance in as I'm releasing that. And then what I did is, after I wrote the letter, I read it out loud, told myself I love me, and then I ran that piece of paper over each candle and I let it burn. I'm not saying that's what you have to do, but find your own ritual as these heavier shadow parts come up, to allow yourself to purify them, allow yourself to alchemize them. You know, you don't have to go as extreme as I did. It could be a matter of talking it out with yourself, with your spirit team, talking with a friend. Maybe it's going for a walk. Maybe it's you're working out and you're thinking about this and you're releasing it and you're collaborating with the universe in alchemizing this energy. So when it comes to the word moderation, what I'm hearing is, whatever it is that you are taking in your body, you really need to pay attention to it. Because what I'm hearing is, especially like with synthetic drinks, and what I mean by synthetic drinks is like the sodas, energy drinks, especially energy drinks, you guys, I'm hearing moderation. Actually, with energy drinks, what I'm hearing right now is cut that out. It is toxic. It is like very toxic for the body, not just the spiritual body, but for the human body. It's like it's poison. So if this resonates with you and you can't like go cold turkey with these energy drinks, what spirit is telling me is moderation. Start cutting back. Maybe if you do 3 a day, maybe start with 2 a day. Be mindful of what you're putting in your body. And then also what I'm hearing is, if you are leaning towards like heavier processed foods, spirit is saying it's good in moderation, but to don't use it as your grounding method. Because a lot of times when we need to work on that root chakra, when we need more grounding, we are looking for that quick fix. That human in us is looking for that quick fix to ground us. And that's when we lean into those heavier, denser foods, heavy processed foods. So be mindful of what you're putting into your body. You know, the treats, I keep seeing like salami and pepperoni and pizzas and fast food. I keep seeing those types of foods, and what spirit is telling me is in moderation. And maybe you go to Culver's. Here we have Culver's. I don't know if Culver's is nationwide, but if you get like the triple burger or whatever it is, and the fries and the drink, maybe cut out the drink and the fries and just get the hamburger and cut that hamburger in half. Whatever way that you can cut back and do things in moderations, and not just and pay attention to your body. What spirit is saying too is pay attention to your body, because your body is giving you messages, and there's healthier things that you can do to ground yourself, to root yourself. This is drinking water. This is about drinking more water, putting frozen fruit in your water, putting fresh fruit in your water. There are other healthy alternative ways to ground and root yourself, okay? And then also too, what spirit is telling me is, are you truly eating because you're hungry, or are you eating it because you're trying to work through an emotion? You're trying to work through a shadow area. So be mindful of that. So spirit's just saying, as you go through this purification, yeah, you're going to need more grounding, focusing on that root chakra. But don't lean into those heavier toxic synthetic drinks or processed foods. This is about looking at alternatives like water, flavored water that's natural. Like go buy some fruit, put that in there. I do, when I feel like I need, like I want that heavier food, I go get coconut milk, plain yogurt. I cut up bananas. I put gluten-free, the kind peanut butter gluten-free granola in there, and that does the trick. You guys, ask your spirit team, sit with your highest self in collaborating and getting more of those more purified foods into your body. You see how they're working that purification? This is purification physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The purifying of energy that's not yours, releasing those shadow parts, but also purifying and removing those toxins from your body. Because April 12th is going to be very pivotal for renewal, rebirth, and some of you are already seeing that. But it's really important that we start cleaning house now, right? So that as the 12th does come, you're prepared, and you're ready physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Okay. Well, with that, holy freaking cannolis. I was going to say, with that, my beautiful friends, we're going to go to the fairy oracle cards, and one already flew out. So let's see what that one is. I got to put my glasses on. All right. Ooh, this is the friendship card. I love this. This is about new people entering in your life. There's quite a few different messages with this. This is about new friendships. This is about new people coming into your life that are in like extreme alignment with what you are, where you're at right now, but what you're trying to create. What I'm also hearing too is people from the past may try to enter. And what I keep hearing is initiation. And what that means is these initiations aren't meant to deplete you or make you feel defeated. These initiations are there so that you can see if you're ready or not to truly receive what it is, in what you're manifesting. And I love how this card shows up with the purification. It's through that shadow work, right? You're letting go of limiting beliefs, old programming, other people's thoughts that have been projected onto you, their feelings and so there may be some people who re-enter, whether this is old friends, boyfriend, girlfriends, intimate lovers, that type of thing, old coworkers. They're going to be re-entering in your life. And this is going to be a learning opportunity of initiation to see if you truly are ready to get to that higher state of consciousness. But it's initiation. They're saying this is an initiation to really for your self-worth and value. What are you not going to compromise anymore? Are you going to really stand in your light through your voice, through your worth and your value? So pay attention to people who are going to try to come back into your life, or they're going to circle back around. Now, some of these people, they've done their healing. Okay, so there's going to be some that you're going to be your test, your initiation, and then there's some that truly they've done their healing, they are in alignment with where you're at. But once again, think of the purification. Is this really truly in alignment with me? Is this person entering my life to take my energy and deplete it, to be that energy vampire? Are they really there to work, to have that fair energy exchange of uplifting, of support? So pay attention to that, my beautiful friends, with the friends friendship card, okay, or with the friendship, with the new people coming in and old people circling back around. Okay, I got another card. Woo, I'm loving this. And look at this. We have the full moon. This is stargazing. This is about taking time and sitting out in the dark and allowing yourself to connect to that moon, to connect to the stars. What Spirit is telling me is take time to sit outside. Notice and sit out there when it's dark, because the message is look how dark it is. Look how black it is out there. But yet the stars still shine, and they shine bright. They're illuminating. The light of the moon is illuminating, and that is exactly what you are. When you allow yourself to sit in the darkness and connect with the stars, connect with the moon, to connect with the universe, you gain that clarity. You gain that clarity of truly how divine you really are. So take time between now and the full moon, to just look at the stars, even if it's just for 3 minutes. Give thanks and gratitude for the sun, or for the stars and for the moon, showing you that you are that bright light too. And no matter what darkness comes, when you shine your light, you are purifying, you are ascending, you are transforming. All right. I've heard one more card with the fairy oracle. So, whoa, I thought one more, but two just jumped out. So Holy freaking cannolis, guys. This is go outside. This is about spending time in nature. And I love how it appeared after the stargazing card. This is about really taking time to go out into nature, whether you are going on a bike trail or a hike, or even just going outside to ground yourself, to release that energy, to allow yourself to connect to Mother Earth so that you can release what doesn't serve you and gain clarity in the knowledge and wisdom that lies within you. What I keep hearing is that your connection to Mother Gaia is really going to open up, and being out in that nature, standing on the ground, standing on Mother Gaia and stargazing, that is about grounding yourself to Mother Earth, but then allowing yourself to ascend to the heavens to connect. I keep seeing oh my gosh, I keep seeing the crown chakra opening up. Some of you, your crown chakra is really starting to open up. And if you look at these two cards, the friendship card and the stargazing card, there's a lot of purple in that too. Okay. Also too, they want me to talk about this full moon. Your causal chakra, which sits on the outside of all of your chakra points, but it's below the crown chakra. That's your causal chakra. That's what connects you to the angels. That's what connects you like to those, to your dragon guides, to your unicorns. What I'm hearing is focus on the crown and the causal for some of you. If you get onto YouTube, and Diana Cooper has a very good guided meditation for your causal chakra. Because what happens is that's a bridge. That bridge, the unicorns and the dragons, they are that bridge to the angels. You guys, I'm so sorry, I'm spiritually stroking out. What I also hear too is when you do this meditation, it connects you with Archangel Christiel. So do you see how all of these are intertwined? So go outside, take time to sit in nature, go for a walk, or just even tonight or tomorrow or on the full moon. This is about allowing yourself, if you can, stand barefoot and gaze up at the stars. Allow yourself to be connect to Mother Gaia, but also connect to the universe, connect to the angels. All right, the next card, my beautiful friends, is music. I'm loving this. Some of you are really getting your messages through music. You're finding that you're not maybe watching TV as much, and you're leaning into music. You're leaning into alternative ways of raising your vibrations. But what I'm also hearing too is some of you don't listen to the same music that you used to, because you're not, you're vibrating at such a high vibrational rate that those lower vibrational music, it doesn't appeal to you as much. But what I keep hearing is listen carefully, because there are messages in songs, especially if you have a song playing over and over and over. This is your angels, this is your spirit team, your highest self trying to get a message to you. So pay attention to that, because there's beautiful, beautiful guidance in there too that's going to help you with your ascension, with this purification, and help you in moderation of eating those heavier, dense, toxic foods. Okay, so I pulled some angel cards. We got two. This is about alignment, you guys. Know that you are in alignment with your soul's purpose, with the path that you are walking. Continue to lean into who you are. Embrace these shadow parts, because even though they're going to be intense and strong, they're not going to last long, because you got this, because you are that master alchemist. You are that master divine healer. All right, so here, holy freaking cannolis. Look at that, you guys. Transformation. This is a validation that you are in great transformation. This is rapid transformation. Holy freaking cannolis. But what I'm loving this, it's because you cleared out that heart center, because you've allowed unconditional love and healing to yourself and for yourself, that has led you to that transformation. I love how the arms are up. This is about your freedom. Like, you are no longer bound by limiting beliefs, old programming. If ego tries to come in with scarcity and lack, what they're saying through this transformation is, yeah, it comes through, but you shut that shit down right away. You step into your divination. You're stepping into your sovereignty. You're stepping into the power of being that divine limitless creator. And you're like, not today, ego. Not today. All right. Ooh, this is the romance and connection card. Earlier, we got the friendship card. This was about new people entering your life and initiations of old people coming in. And this card is a validation of that, you guys. This card goes two ways, okay? For you, my beautiful friends who have been single for quite some time, the universe has heard your manifestation for that partner. Continue to cleanse and pure out what doesn't serve you. Know that as old lovers, old boyfriend, girlfriends, whatever you want to call them, they may try to enter your life. This is initiation to, are you going to go back to the same old pattern, or are you going to step into your worth and your value because you transformed? I love how these two cards are connected to each other, because you have transformed so much, because you've alchemized so much that you're no longer like, you're like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that BS again. But just keep in mind that the universe is going to bring some of those people around just to make sure that you're ready, because the universe wants to deliver to you all that you have on your list for a partner, for that intimate partner. But also too, what I'm hearing is that intimate partner is coming. That intimate, the one who isn't aligned with you. See how they have like their two hands? They each have a hand there. This is about someone who is also now healed in that heart center, who is in alignment with in alignment with what you're looking for too. So just be aware of that. Okay. Remember, initiations, these initiations that are going to come up, they're not meant to defeat you. They're not meant to deplete you. They're not meant to break you down. It's to remind you of who you truly are and to remind you how far you've come in your transformation. And it's letting the universe know, okay, am I ready? Am I ready for this person that I have written out that I want? Know that this is coming to you, for you, and through you, because you have stepped into your light. You have stepped in your power of healing and of alchemizing. So with that, my beautiful friends, is the message for today. Until we meet again, love, light, and many, many blessings.